Good morning, sir. Hope you are doing fine during this RMCO period. Myself, Mitra, would like to present screen printing based on its survey and research that I did. First, let's go to basic knowledge of screen printing. In my opinion, screen printing begins with exposing a film containing the printed artwork to a special screen made of a mesh material using UV light. This UV light creates a negative image on the mesh that will allow ink to pass through the clear areas or areas where the artwork exists in the original. Next, let's move on to function of screen printing. Function of screen printing is a technique where a mesh is used to transfer the ink onto a substrate except in areas made impermeable to the ink by a blocking stencil. At the same time, one color is printed at a time. So, several screens can be used to produce a multicolored image of a design. Now, let's go to history of screen printing. Screen printing first appeared in China during the Song dynasty. Then it was introduced to Western Europe from Asia sometime in the late of 18th century, but didn't gain large acceptance or use in Europe. Then, in 1910, Roybach, Charles Peter, and Edward Owens experimented with chromic acid salt sanitized emulsions for photoreactive stencils. Commercial screen printing started to use sensitizers, which was far safer and less toxic than bichromates. After 1910, in 1930s, to differentiate the artist's application of the screen printing from the industrial use of the process, serigraphy, a group of artists formed the National Serigraph Society, including WPA artists Max Archenkorn and Anthony Velonis, those who coined them. In 1960s, Andy Warhol popularized screen printing as an artistic technique. In 1960s, graphic screen printing has started to be used widely to create mass or large batch produced graphics such as posters or display stands. At the same time in 1960s, variable data options adds ability of the screen print specific techniques, creates endless customizations. All of them were capable of to enhance an automatic screen printing press with CMYK, which stands for cyan, yellow, magenta, and black, which is known as key, located on one of the screen print stations. Well, now let's move on to some of the functions of screen printing. Screen printing is effective solution for bulk printing and it cost efficient. For example, a teacher wants to print some papers for the students of a classroom. Next function is most durable for prints that are needed over the long term. Next is easy to print on a specified areas of the print material. And the fourth point is a higher quality output than digital prints. Having said that, thank you, sir.